Did you know that we are so close to having villagers spawn and live entirely within the Nether? This is not an April Fool's joke, this is confirmed Minecraft mechanics and tricks you can use to get villagers without ever using the overworld. But how far can we go? What can we get? Let me explain. As you know, the real villagers of the Nether are the piglins, because villages and villagers usually only spawn in the overworld, and with the portal never open, they can't get in. However, there's a game mechanic that makes it so when a zombie piglin is aggravated and calls for backup, there's a small bug in the code that gives a 1 to 10% chance of a regular zombie spawning in as reinforcement rather than a zombie piglin. Because regular zombies can spawn this way in the Nether, the game mechanic that a small percentage of those zombies spawning as zombie villager is activated, and you can hypothetically get infinite zombie villagers all within the Nether. Many tool blocks can be crafted like the fletching table, and even tricky ones like the lectern can be made by getting soul speed books from piglins, putting them in a grindstone, and having regular books and nether planks to make it. Because smooth stone and paper can't be obtained despite nether black stone and books, you can't make cartography table, blast furnace, or stone cutter, but every other task block can be made. Now, the tricky part is curing the zombie villager. Despite no oak trees in the Nether, you can find gold apples and bastions, and although it isn't infinite, once you get villagers cured, you can trade for bread from farmer to be able to breed villagers and get infinite villagers. We are lucky to be able to craft brewing stand with black stone and get water bottles from piglin trade, but now we need potion ingredients. For weakness potion, we need fermented spider, which needs mushroom and sugar. It needs to be splash throwable, and we can get gunpowder from gas to make this. While mushroom are commonplace in Nether, spiders are hard to find, because even in soul sand biome, where skeletons spawn, a spider jockey will not randomly generate sadly. Also sugarcane is simply impossible to get, even with piglin book method. So we need alternative way to get weakness potion. If we had a witch we could trick them into throwing weakness potion, and once we have villagers we can convert them into witches for this purpose. However, without lightning, and without cured villagers, which is not possible. Wither skeletons, and the wither only give the wither effect, not weakness. Skeletons converted into parched will shoot and drop weakness arrows, but we don't have a way to convert them, like we convert skeleton into stray with powder snow. Parched spawn only in deserts, and no nether biome technically can count as a desert. Zombies that spawn can only inflict the hunger effect, not weakness. Wait, does this mean we can't get villagers entirely in the Nether? We can get infinite zombie villagers, basically infinite task blocks, and if we had villagers, we could get infinite bread, infinite villagers, and infinite emeralds. But we are stuck on the weakness problem. There is one big good news. We can get many of the things we need from villagers by using the Nether. Usually we use villagers for diamond tools and armor, enchants, and the best food. We can get full enchanting setup using piglin bookshelves, diamonds from Nether Fortress, obsidian from trading, but sadly we do not have lapis. We can get full enchanted diamond tools and armor by looting bastion chests, where almost all enchantments can be found on them, and we can use iron from piglin trade to make anvil to combine all the enchanted tools we need. Also, you can get infinite diamond armor and diamond swords and shovels by the zombie trick, as when they spawn and they may have diamond enchanted stuff that drops, meaning an infinite source. We can make strength and regeneration and night vision and health boost potions using the gas tears, blaze powder, and golden carrots from bastion chests, and gilded melon from ruined portal chests.
Full netherite is possible using mining and bastions, and anvils and smithing tables can be made using piglin traded iron nuggets. The best food source in the game is golden carrots or apples, which are all found within bastion chests. While Totem of Undying and Elytra and rockets for protection and travel are not possible. You can find enchanted golden apples in bastion chests, and get infinite ender pearls from endermen, not to mention that nether roof travel is very efficient, although getting back down might be hard without piston TNT. However, if you find a 3 or 4 stacked strider with saddle, you can make a setup where it bounced up and down using pistons, or it phases between bedrock layer and you can click on it to return below, and use splash regeneration or health potions to ensure they don't suffocate. The final challenge after getting full enchanted netherite and god apples and pearls and nether roof setup is beating the wither, which you can do entirely in the Nether. A beacon is possible because of the infinite iron and gold, as well as limited diamond and netherite you can find, and a game mechanic says beacons can shine through bedrock layer, so it can be as many and as large of beacons as you desire. So, even though villagers in the Nether is not possible, you can get so close with the methods I told you. And you can even replicate villager trades by finding full enchanted diamond tools and armor, getting the best food and god apples and pearls, having an enchanting table set up, and even infinite beacons. Maybe one day we will get weakness effect in the Nether, and then we can make our Nether villager army and become even stronger. Comment below if you learned something today.